Welcome students. Today we will learn about a new lesson or our next lesson, that is control and coordination. Watch this video properly and note down the important points. Control and coordination in living organisms that take place to control all the life processes taking place in the organisms. Before starting our this lesson, control and coordination, here are given some important terms. First of all, irritability. Irritability क्या होती है? The ability of a living organism to detect changes in external as well as internal environment and react appropriately to the changes is called irritability. जो भी सराउंडिंग में चेंजेस होती हैं, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल डिटेक्ट देम और उसके बाद दे गिव रिस्पॉन्स और रिएक्ट टू दीज चेंजेस to protect themselves, it is called irritability. Stimuli or stimulus, the changes in the surrounding to which a living organism react are called stimuli. Receptors or sense organs, all the sense organs, these are receptors. The organs that detect the changes or receive the stimuli are called receptors. We are having 5 sense organs, these are receptors. Response, the reaction shown by a living organism to a stimulus is called response. किसी भी स्टिमुलस से जब रिएक्ट करते हैं और जो भी हमारा रिएक्शन होता है, इट इज़ कॉल्ड रिस्पॉन्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, suddenly sometimes bright light that falls on our eyes and our eyes they get closed, बंद हो जाती हैं आँखें ब्राइट लाइट से, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड रिस्पॉन्स. आपने देखा होगा कि जब हम किसी चीज़ को टच करते हैं, हॉट ऑब्जेक्ट को टच करते हैं, हमारी हैंड्स विड्रॉ करते हैं, अपने आप को पीछे करते हैं, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड आल्सो रिस्पॉन्स. टच मी नॉट प्लांट, मिमोसा पुडिका, अगर हम उसके एक लीफ को भी टच करते हैं, द leaves of the whole plant they get folded and give response. Coordination, the process through which two or more organs of an organism interact and complement the functions of each other or work together to adjust the vital activities of life is called कोऑर्डिनेशन. हमारी लिविंग बॉडीज़ में बहुत सारी लाइफ प्रोसेसेस होती हैं जो हमने प्रीवियस लेसन में की भी हैं, पिछले लेसन में. तो दे वर्क इंडिपेंडेंटली एंड दीज देयर वर्किंग दे ब्रिंग और फंक्शनिंग दैट ब्रिंग टुगेदर टू एडजस्ट द फंक्शनिंग ऑफ एन ऑर्गेनिज्म, इट इज़ कॉल्ड कोऑर्डिनेशन. Control and coordination in animals. Generally, control and coordination, it take place by two ways. One is neural control. This neural control that take place through the nerve cells or nervous system, through electrical impulses generated by nervous system and sense organs. Second type is endocrine control or chemical control, it is also called, through chemicals or hormones secreted by endocrine glands. So here is given the difference between nervous system and endocrine system. Nervous system, it is made up of nerve cells or neurons, while endocrine system is made up of secretory cells or glands or glandular cells. In nervous system, messages are transmitted in the form of electrical impulses. But in endocrine system, messages are transmitted in the form of chemicals called hormones. In nervous system, nerve impulses are transmitted along nerve fibers. While in endocrine system, the endocrine system controls body activities by releasing hormones or chemical substances directly into the bloodstream. And From this blood circulation, it reaches to the cells or tissues where it is required. जहाँ ज़रूरत होती है वहाँ पहुँचती है. Messages or impulses travel very rapidly in nervous system through the nerve cells. But in endocrine system, hormones, they travel very slowly. In nervous system, effect of message lasts only for a short while, for a short period. But in endocrine system, effect or message usually lasts longer until the hormones or chemical substances they are there. Nervous coordination in animals. Nervous system is the network of nerve cells and nerve fibers which acts as control center of the body. It sends stimuli in the form of electrical impulse. जैसे इलेक्ट्रिकल करंट चलता है इसी तरह इलेक्ट्रिकल इम्पल्स टू द कंसर्न्ड पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी and responds the stimuli immediately. The need of nervous system. What is the need of nervous system? The need of nervous system is to keep informed. हमें बताता है about the changes in the external or internal environment through sense organs. Nervous system helps to control or regulate all voluntary muscular activities of different parts of the body. It helps to regulate involuntary activities of alimentary canal, breathing and beating of heart. Involuntary means which taking place without our knowledge, taking place inside the body. It helps to coordinate working of various glands and tissues of the body. It helps to enable us to remember, think and to reason. Mechanism of nervous system. How this nervous coordination, mechanism of nervous coordination, how this coordination take place. First of all, in first step, the receptors or sensory cells receive stimulus from the external or internal environment that take place by our sense organs. Now, these receptors, they convert the stimulus which is received from the surrounding, जो surrounding से stimulus लेते हैं, they convert into electrical nerve impulse. This process is called transduction. The receptors transmit the electrical nerve impulse to the brain or spinal cord by sensory nerves. Means they transmit this electrical impulse to the central nervous system. Brain and spinal cord are the part of the central nervous system. This process is called transmission of nerve impulse. The nerve impulse is interpreted by the central nervous system. The interpreted nerve impulse is transferred from central nervous system to the effector organ by motor nerve. The effector organ may be muscle or gland. Here is given the pathway how it take place, the transmission of nerve impulse. First of all, the stimulus or change that take place in the surrounding received by sensory cells, sensory receptors or sense organs. Then it is converted into electrical impulse and through this a transmission of nerve impulse take place to the central nervous system either to the brain or spinal cord. Now this sensory nerve impulse or through sensory nerve it moves and then through the interneuron. Here is present the interneuron. It is converted sensory impulse that nerve impulse convert into motor nerve impulse and goes to the effector organ like glands or muscles which gives response either by the contraction and relaxation of muscles or by giving secretions through the glandular cells. And this is the spinal cord. Later on it goes to the brain also. Then brain also directly receive this message and give order to the effector organ for its action. Next is the basic unit of nervous system or neuron. The structural and functional unit of nervous system is neuron or nerve cells. Receptors are the sensory cells that receive stimuli and convert them into electrical nerve impulse. These are also called transducers because they convert one form of energy into another form. There are many types of receptors present in the animals. These are photoreceptors, for example, eyes. They help to detect the eye, light. Phonoreceptors, they help to detect sound, like ears. Olfactoreceptors, to detect the taste. These are taste buds. These are present on the tongue. Gustatoreceptors. Olfactoreceptors, these are for the smell. These are present in our nose. Gustatoreceptors, they help to detect the taste present on the tongue. And tactile receptors, these are help to detect the touch or contact with the skin. These are different types of receptors. So photo for light, phono for sound, olfacto for smell, gustato for taste, and tactile for touch. Now this neuron or nerve cell, this is the structural and functional unit of nervous system, having the different parts, cell body or cytone, dendron or dendrites, and this is the long branch, that is axon. Now first of all, cytone. Cytone is the cell body in which prominent nucleus is present and in its surrounding having dark colored nasal granules or neurofibrils are present. The branches directly arise from this cell body. These are called dendron, and further branches are called dendrites. The dendrites, they help to receive the stimulus from its surrounding or help to receive the stimulus from the axon ending of the other neuron and give it all these changes or this stimulus to the cytone or cell body. Now from the cytone or cell body, it is given to the axon, a long branch that moves away from this cell body axon. This axon is covered by the Schwann cells. Have you seen the electrical cable covered with plastic? And this later on covered with a slimy layer called myelin sheath. These Schwann cells, between these two Schwann cells, the export part of this axon, it is called node of Ranvier. This is the nucleus of these Schwann cells which cover this axon. They help in this layer. These Schwann cells and myelin sheath help in efficient transmission of electrical impulse. In the end, it is having axon ending and terminal lobes. Now here at this, it is connected with the dendrites of the other neuron, and this place is called synapse. Types of neurons. There are three types of neurons: sensory neuron, motor neuron, and interneuron. Sensory neuron, they are having very long axon, and these sensory neuron, they receive the message directly from the stimulus, receive directly stimulus and give to the central nervous system. So prominent axon are present here. Now next is motor neuron. In motor neuron you will see that dendron and dendrite they are present, but they are small in size, but axon is longer, which have to travel, which help to travel or to cover the long distances for electrical impulse. Now here is present interneuron or relay neuron. In this you will see that dendrites and axon they are almost of same size because it only convert the sensory nerve impulse into motor nerve impulse. So these are the three types of neurons. Now transmission of impulse across a synapse. सिनेप्स के थ्रू कैसे ट्रांसमिशन होती है? सिनेप्स इज द प्लेस बिटवीन द डेंड्रोन एंड dendrites and axon. Nerve. Nerve is a bundle of nerve fibers enclosed in a common sheath of connective tissue. The point of contact where terminal lobes of an axon come in contact with the ends of dendrites of the next neuron is called synapse. At the synapse, which is the contact point between the dendrites and axon of two neurons, these two neurons are separated by a narrow gap between these two is called synaptic cleft. The nerve impulses from axon of one neuron to the dendrites of the next neuron pass through the synapse as a chemical message. Neuromuscular junction. A neuromuscular junction is the point of contact between the end plate of axon of a motor neuron with the surface membrane or sarcolemma of muscle cells. It is between the muscle cell and axon ending of a neuron. In the synaptic cleft or the space in between these two, the neurotransmitter released from the knob of excited motor neuron is acetylcholine. This is the chemical released from this axon ending, which passes through postsynaptic muscle membrane and excitation spreads over the whole muscle fiber, making it to contact. Here we can see how this synapse is formed. This synapse is formed like this: dendrites and terminal lobes of two. These are the terminal lobes, and these are the dendrites, and the space between these two is called synapse. Now here we can see that this is the nerve ending or axon ending of axon having the presynaptic membrane, and dendrites, the membrane, this is the structure or membrane of dendrites which help to receive. They are having the receptors, or these are having the places through which the chemicals they are received. Now through these vesicles, these are the synaptic vesicles containing neurotransmitter molecules or chemical substance acetylcholine. When they come in contact with this presynaptic membrane, then they burst out and release this chemical in the synaptic cleft or the space. And from this space, it is picked up or received by the postsynaptic membrane, and through this it is received by dendrites, and in this way the transmission take place. Nerve impulse and its pathway. How it take place? Nerve impulse is a signal that travels along the length of a nerve fiber, like the conduction of an electric current through copper wire. Here we can see how this take place. First of all, stimulus, that is change in the surrounding received by the receptor neuron, and from the receptor neuron it goes to the dendrite of sensory neuron, then to the cell body of sensory neuron. Dendrite से कहाँ जाएगा? सेल बॉडी, सेल बॉडी से एक्सॉन ऑफ सेंसरी न्यूरॉन, और एक्सॉन ऑफ सेंसरी न्यूरॉन से ये क्या बनाएगा? सिनेप्स. In between the interneuron and sensory neuron it forms the synapse. Now to the dendrite of interneuron, then to the cell body of interneuron, then to the axon of interneuron. Now it will goes to the motor neuron. In the motor neuron, now you will see that dendrites of motor neuron pick up this message and give to the cell body of motor neuron, and then to the axon of motor neuron, and then motor end plate or glands, then to the target organ, muscle fiber or gland. Thanks.